Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome on into the Go Mode podcast Twitch page. My name is Westside Vandal. We've got some Challenge Cup action for you today. It is going to be Slowpoke316 versus Dragonstrike1988. This is their second match in a set of three in the third round of the Challenge Cup bracket stages here. I'll be flying solo on comms, so you get pure unfiltered me for the next hour and a half. Have fun with that. Yep. So, nice wave, Slowpoke. All right. Yep. All right, there we are. I mean, he's still up there in the corner. He's just a postage stamp. We'll be underway shortly here. Just some time management issues by one of our runners, but we will get there. I wonder what game Slowpoke plays besides Rando. Our uncle is apparently Sans. This is a standard race, as seen, and Moon Pearl in the opening chest. Interesting. All right, so we'll see who has the better escape today. Early map check by Dragonstrike there. I saw red pendant on Eastern and a crystal on Tower of Hera. And 5-6 crystal on Desert. Meanwhile, Uncle giving us bombs to start off escape with, one of the more difficult weapons to deal with the enemies here in escape. Luckily, if you do run out, you can save and quit. And there are Book of Medora. Okay, there are checkpoints throughout the escape here where you can save and quit. You'll start at that checkpoint, and you will receive some more bombs. So we'll see how our runners handle bomb escape here. All right. Shadow Sprite for Dragonstrike and Sora Sprite for Slowpoke. Nice choices. So, being pretty friendly item-wise so far is the game. All right, nice little timer sync up there. Piece of heart in the first chest of escape. Did not get to watch the first matchup between these two, but Slowpoke, as you can tell by our very nice overlays did take the victory in Game 1. So Dragonstrike, playing for his tournament life today, decides to open the seed with 6 minutes of execution. We'll see if that plays out to his advantage. Alright. And again, just kind of have to hope the enemies play nicely with your bombs there. Slowpoke has to retreat up the stairs simply to get the enemy in place for that bombing. Nice recovery. Another piece of heart. Is this the one where Dragonstrike left Ice Rod and escaped forever? I'm not sure, actually. That would probably cause you to lose, though, so... Oh! yeah, that would yeah, that would explain standard, yes. So far, outside of that Book of Medora, nothing in Escape to soothe the bruised ego, but still 4 items left technically. Well, yeah, there are 4 chests left in Escape. And 4 items left in Escape plus Sanctuary. Alright. Dragonstrike with a slight lead here. About a room and a half now. Keeping an eye on the bomb counts as well. Dragonstrike has 5, Slowpoke has 4. Barring some sort of weapon in this next chest of the Dark Cross room, we are going to have to take out the Key Rat using just bombs, which honestly is probably the hardest part for me of doing bomb escape. Because everything else you can kind of trick into staying in the same spot. The Key Rat has a lot of places to run to. Alright, Dark Cross. Batman strats. Bow! Don't have any arrows for said bow, though. Suicide Bomber. You know, actually, I think that's what Oro was referring to, because one of the more infamous gifts from the 60s Batman show is Batman just running in place with the bomb above his head. So, you know. Regardless, Dragonstrike gets that key, no problem. Oh, Slowpoke did get an arrow drop. Nice. Big 20, map. Blue goo-filled bottle. Yeah, Dragonstrike, as chat points out, did not pick up an arrow drop, so did end up having to use a bomb, but got it done regardless, so... We're going to have a bit more information available to us than we usually have as we go to Kakariko for the start of the seed, because we're going to have the Book of Medora, if either runner really wants to check pedestal at 6 minutes in. 6 minute, 20-second escape for Dragonstrike, not bad. And honestly, Slowpoke not going to be too far behind with probably about a 6:35. 6:30-ish. So yeah, not bad escapes for either of our runners. Yep. We are also going to have that bottle to show to the sick kid. Speaking of good info that's just right there, Dragonstrike does not check Lumberjack. Not familiar with my history of restreaming races on this channel, apparently. Then again, it's just me and not me and Jank C, so, you know, maybe the curse isn't fully there. shield on the mushroom spot in Lost Woods. Yeah, pendant on Eastern and 5-6 on Desert, and a normal crystal on Hera. From Dragonstrike's check earlier in the seed. That is one very, very rich bush grab, by the way. And that's the glove in the Thieves' Hideout. Slowpoke with the Lumberjack check. Not living up to his name. Did it too fast for me to catch on the Racer stream. Restream check. That's just a piece of heart. All right. So a good money start for our runners. Started with bombs, so not going to have to worry about that for Kakariko. Does not look like either runner is interested in using that Book of Medora for information about the pedestal just yet. Couple of hearts in Blind's basement. Slowpoke, gonna check the pedestal. He's gonna prove me wrong. Alrighty then. I thought he was grabbing the shield, and then he walked right by it to do the thing I was talking about earlier. So get your pedestal hype out of the way early, folks, because we're about to find out. Oh, there we go. I make things go triple boom. 3 bombs. We're fine. Pet is dead. All right. While I was looking at the pedestal, Dragonstrike found a sword in Cackwell. And the blue meringue. And the red meringue! Pet dead, so what? Nice. Alright. Grandma's hut. With the ice rod. So, very, very early ice rod means pendant TR, book it. Alright, just a piece of heart from the sick kid. Without a medallion, I don't know what not having a medallion would cause to be different about TR being a pendant. All I was saying was that finding the ice rod early means TR is going to be a pendant, math. Alright, race game check coming up from Dragonstrike here. Not gonna blind pull it. Probably should have, because that's Bombos. Last race had early Ice Rod and Crystal TR. It killed Dragonstrike. Fair. Fair point. Also, I missed Blue Mail being on Bottle Vendor for Dragonstrike. Slowpoke with the assist for me on that. Alright. Dam check and what I would assume would be Mini Moldorm coming up. Oh, that's a good... Oh, Hammer in front of Dam there. Yeah, chat correctly pointing out, Dragonstrike saved and quit to Link's house instead of grabbing Bombos. Interesting play. Especially... Oh, silvers! Okay, sure. Sure, game, you do you. Yeah, it's an interesting play from somebody who lost a game due to not missing early Ice Rod to not pick up Bombos when it could block 2 dungeons and give access to a third in the Misery Mire, Turtle Rock, and Ice. And yes, I guess it's true that he knows it's there, but it's not that much of a time loss to just go grab it and have it, because case in point, Slowpoke is grabbing it. Master stored in Mini Moldarm Cave, and a bunch of big 20s, and a second bottle. We do have Zora money, and we do have the Moon Pearl for fake flippering. Dragonstrike deciding to do neither of those things. He's not going to do Ice Rod, Cave. He's not going to do Zora. Unless he's just grabbing a little bit more money. Is he going to take... Yeah, he's going to go to Dark World here. He's going to go do Hype Cave. Interesting play, Captain. Alright, location sometimes known as Hype Cave coming up. Ten arrows, which, interestingly enough, his first arrows of the seed, the Titan's Mitts! And another 10 arrows. Wow. So yeah, Dragonstrike's tracker just lit up. Map check. 5-6 Mire. I think I saw Pendant Skull Woods. And Pendant Swamp. Yep, and we're definitely seeing that because Slowpoke is not going to Orphan Ice Rod, and I would assume a Fake Flipper is going to be coming up. Oro correctly pointing out, not just any pendant, green pendant Skullwoods. Alright, well, Ice Rod Cave, not worth it today. 3 bombs. 647 rupees, and the ability to Fake Flipper. I would assume Slowpoke is going to go for the Fake Flipper here, but I have assumed around multiple times already, and it's only been about 15 and a half minutes. Dragonstrike, meanwhile, nothing on Stumpy. Dig game. $16, dig 17. Wow, 20 digs so far, nothing coming. 23 digs for just a little piece of heart. Oof. Fake Flipper now out for Slowpoke. So, with both Misery Mire, with all 3 of Misery Mire, Ice, and Turtle Rock now in play as crystals, it's a little interesting that Dragonstrike left that Bombos behind. It is pretty high odds that we're going to need it. So that is something he is probably going to have to go back for. Waterfall Fairy giving out red goo today. Cave, not much of a payoff either. Alright, hammer pegs. 3 bombs. Arrows on Zora Ledge, so we don't need to do anything for that. Slowpoke navigating the minefield, as it were, here. Gets there. What's the King of Scams going to have for us today? Mitts, we're in Hype Cave. King of Scams with the piece of heart. Hammer was in front of Dam. Which means Slowpoke should have it, because as thorough as he is, first shield in the chess game. Second shield that we've seen. First one picked up for Dragonstrike, because couldn't avoid that one. I mean, Slowpoke has the Master Sword, which means he did get to... Oh my goodness, Slowpoke did skip the dam! That's a problem. That is a problem. I did not notice that. Good catch by our restreamer Math Girl. There's the Fire Rod in Thieves Town. Uh-oh. All right. Rupees and a piece of heart in Saha's closet. I would assume this is the Eastern play. Shovel in Thieves Town. Restreamer bringing up another good point. With the Mitts being in Hype Cave and no lamp available, hopefully, that means that Slowpoke is going to have to find that hammer, so he is going to be very quickly out of other options. In the meantime, however, he is going to go ahead and do Eastern Palace here. It is a crystal. Correction, it is not a crystal. Okay. So, hopefully the lamp doesn't show up here. Because if it does, that could be even more painful for Slowpoke than it already is. First item down in Eastern, just 3 bombs. All right. Second item in Eastern is going to be the red mail. So hopefully we find a worthless third item, or whatever the third item is Fire Rod locked, and Slowpoke realizes that. Just 3 bombs for Dragonstrike in Blind's Attic. That's 3 items out of Thieves Town already, so we're just looking for the 4th. Yep, the red mail is exceedingly nice to have, but it is indeed not progression, as Math Girl points out. There's the big key for Eastern. And that's the map. So whatever is in the chest Slowpoke is going to go visit next is technically locked behind the Fire Rod. Or I guess theoretically it could be locked behind the lamp. But oh yeah, no, there's no lanterns in here. That's right. So it would be lamp locked. My apologies. So it can't be lamp. We know that much. Meanwhile, 4th item found in Thieves Town. Nothing of note there. Dragonstrike gonna go ahead and take on Blind here for the first crystal, hopefully. I mean, does have a sword, has 2 bottles. Should be fine. 3rd item in Eastern, just 50 rupees. Nothing doing for Slowpoke there. Two heads of Blind down for Dragonstrike. 1, 2, 3. Easy enough. Down goes blind for Dragonstrike. First blood, first crystal, 22 minutes and 5 seconds in. Nicely done. Now Slowpoke. Thankfully, gonna be doing the dam check here, getting that hammer. And hopefully starting to close the gap that is starting to form here. We'll see if he immediately heads for hype like Dragonstrike did. I doubt it, but it would be nice. Rich skipped Samaria in the dam water the other day? Ew, hello. Alright. Opponent skipped Hookshot in Ice Rod Cave. Wow. Wow! Some spicy Spear Zero skips. Alright. Dragonstrike gonna take Jeremiah on a bit of a light world tour, which is unusual. Because he's gonna go take care of that dig spot. Alright, looks like Slowpoke is indeed gonna go directly to hype here. Just a little bit of buried treasure for Dragonstrike there. Not the good kind, though. So Slowpoke about to have his tracker light up like a Christmas tree. Which reminds me, I should probably go take mine down. Dragonstrike was thinking about going and grabbing that Bombos, but forgot that Jeremiah's a grouch and wants to go home. Don't judge me, okay? Spoiler alert, I don't actually have a tree at all. I was just making a joke. Just a little piece of heart from Jeremiah today. Honestly, if I did put Christmas decorations up, I would absolutely be the type to be looking at the tree in like April and being like, you know what, I should probably take that down. Slowpoke about to embark on the 23 dig odyssey for just a little piece of heart. Dragonstrike is saying, well, I'm in the area. I know there's 3 crystals that might need this in some form or another, so I might as well grab this. Goes ahead, grabs that Bombos. Price is averted. Oh yeah, our tracker pointing out, we did find that Fire Rod in Thieves, so it is not going to be needed for Ice Palace. That is correct. Looks like Slowpoke is going to be basically doing Dragonstrike's routing here. Gonna do some Village of Outcast checks and then check out Thieves Town. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike, using the Kakariko portal to go into the Dark World. Skull Woods? Yep. Alright. First item in Skull Woods, just a full heart container. Very hard to speculate what our runners might do next, just because of how open the seed is at the moment with the hammer, the Titan's mitts. Really, about the only thing that would make this more open is the mirror to open up things like Graveyard Ledge, or the flute to open up Death Mountain. So we need flute, we need whatever medallions are required for both Mire and Turtle Rock. We need flippers, we need hookshot, we need Cane of Samaria, we need mirror. Still plenty of items left to find here. And a lot of space open to find them. Dragonstrike just trying to see if he can fish out the 2 items in Skull Woods here from the looks of it. Green Skull Woods is the green pendant, so we'll see if Dragon decides to try and take out Mothula. And you're already all the way back here. You're still looking for 1 item from the dungeon itself, which Mothula could have. You have the Fire Rod, you have Blue Mail. You have Master Sword. Might as well give it a shot. All right. Looks like he's going for it. Grabbing that spare key. And Master Sword Mothula fight incoming here. Although I do believe Dragon does still have that blue potion in his back pocket. He indeed does. Gonna go for some hammer strats first, though. To which Mothula responds very maturely and very correctly by sticking to the top of the screen, going, like, heck, I'm going to let you hammer me in the top of the head. Dragonstrike just goes, well, I've got this Master Sword, 10 arrows, 2nd item from Skull Woods, and that green pendant. So RNG not being kind to get Dragonstrike there, Mothula decided to hang out near the top of the screen, which is always annoying, but gets the kill anyway with only a minimal amount of trouble. Save and quit out. Pedestal is just 3 bombs, so Ped has been dead since about 6 minutes into the seed. Speaking of 3 bombs, hey, Slowpoke just found 3 bombs in that big chest of Thieves Town. We already knew that from Dragonstrike earlier, but, you know. Alright, looks like Dragon's gonna head up to Eastern here. Turn in that green pendant, check on a few things. While we're seeing duplicate checks and traversal here, now is as good a time as any to reset. This is the Go Mode Podcast Twitch channel. My name is Westside Vandal. This race is being tracked by iBot02 and restreamed by MathGirl. Check out, thank you for the assist with the commands, by the way, to our tracker. Check out the podcast at gomodepodcast.com or wherever podcasts are distributed, like Stitcher, iTunes, etc., etc. There's a Discord with that bi-weekly seed if you want to give it a shot. This one's kind of a doozy. And give our runners a follow as well as our restream team. All that plugging out of the way, Slowpoke gets the blind fight down, gets his first crystal at 31 minutes, 25 seconds. Tidbit correctly pointing out, Dragonstrike is actually navigating his way through to the pod portal. Which makes sense. This is pretty much fully clearable with that Fire Rod to help out in Everywhere except the Dark Maze, I should say. Dark Maze and the last hallway to Helmasar are technically lamp locked. Yeah, my bad, iBot. I was too busy doing the plugs myself to pay attention either. Doesn't look like it was anything too important, or we would have seen an explosion from chat. Cane of Samaria on Bumper Ledge, by the way. Don't know if anybody saw that live, but I caught it on the restream. So we're gonna need that cape. Because we kinda need that Cane of Samaria. Alright. Oh hey, Agina's cave check. Speaking of Spear Zero. Just 20 bucks. Oh, we're gonna see Desert from Slowpoke here, actually. This is fully clearable. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, Flippers in Palace of Darkness. That's a pretty big pickup for Dragonstrike. That puts Ice Palace in logic. Ooh. Did you, dude? I skipped Agina Cave last night. He had Fire Rod. That's a big oof. Luckily for our runners, nothing of that magnitude has occurred here. It almost did. Slowpoke was putting off that dam for a bit, and it had Hammer, but from the looks of it, we needed that Hammer for Dark World access, so... Oh, yeah, Mirror on the Desert Ledge, too. Some interesting item locations this seed, to be honest. All right, big key for Desert there. And piece of heart there. The long walk back for Slowpoke here, without that mirror that is just tantalizingly on the Desert Ledge. Flippers and not much else happening in Palace of Darkness so far for Dragonstrike. Slowpoke mashing the button on the Book of Medora, hoping that'll make him go faster. Compass on Desert Torch, so we do not need the boots to grab anything out of Desert. So we are only going to need the boots in the 1 in 22 chance that the Ganon's Tower big key is on the torch. Alright, Dragonstrike winding his way through the dark maze here. This feels like a torch seed, though, don't you think? I mean, fair enough. 10 arrows in the big chest of Palace of Darkness. Looks like Dragonstrike gonna Death Warp here. Blue mail means 4 bombs to take out those 2 hearts. Slowpoke goes and grabs that mirror off of the Desert Ledge. And he's gonna go ahead and take out Landless while he's here for his second crystal. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike gonna be heading downstairs to take on Helmasaur King. So both of our runners look like they're gonna be picking up their second crystals in relatively short order. Make that hook shot in 10 step. That can't happen. This is a 7-7. Oh, Swamp Palace is a pendant. Oh. Ew! 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 Who hurt you, iBot? Besides Math Girl, because that she's hurt everybody. Meanwhile, nice quick kill on 2/3 of Landless there. That third one's deciding to be stubborn though. 2 misses with the arrows. Third time's the charm. So there's that second crystal for Slowpoke here. Dragonstrike, meanwhile, fumbling around in the dark, trying to get through here. Alright, that's lit up. Oh. Alright, Dragonstrike, nicely done, making his way through there. Fumbling around in the dark now to the long hallway to get to Helmasaur King. He's through. 17 bonks with the hammer, and 1 silver arrow will take care of Helmasaur. Looks like Slowpoke gonna be coming over to Palace of Darkness as well here shortly. There's that silver arrow shot for Dragonstrike to take Helmasaur King down. Three bombs, and the second crystal. How many bombs does it take to break Helma's mask? That's a good question. Or with a fairly confident 5, while our restreamer says 3 or 4, and our tracker says 4 with question marks. Alright, Slowpoke. Virtual high five by our runners there. Slowpoke entering Palace of Darkness, Dragonstrike leaving. Chat confirming it's 4. Points to Oro for confidently stating a wrong answer. And then proving he's actually correct because 17 hit points and bombs do 4 damage each to the mask, so basic math. Pyramid Ledge, 20 arrows. Or 20 arrows? 20 rupees. Wow. Words. Words mean things. Much like life needs things to live. Catfish check coming up from Dragonstrike here. I was about to say the same thing, and Digidude beat me to it. Sign with a plant with a side of sword beams for the catfish. 300 rupees. Dragonstrike just like, nah, I already got enough of those. This ain't retro, I don't need all that. Hey, Ice Palace? Question mark? Nope, gonna take those flippers and do Hobo here. You already know Zora Domain itself is a bust, and this is really about the only other flippers locked thing that's gonna be of any use. It is not, that's just 20 rupees. Oh, I'm not, I don't know why I keep thinking Swamp Palace is not, fully, oh, because we don't have Hookshot, so. 300 rupees to find out where the ice rod is. Nice. Nice fairy drop for Slowpoke there. Dragonstrike just meanwhile now like, oh hey, Ice Rod Cave. This is a thing. All right. So, with all this swimming Dragonstrike is doing, I would not be surprised to see an Ice Palace play here. It is full clearable. It is in logic. Okay. Dragonstrike, again, making me look silly. Not that I need any help with that, but gonna go ahead and do the Zora's Domain checks first. Learning things about vanilla in chat today. Nice. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike learning that the King of Scams is indeed the King of Scams. Save and quit. Alright. So, as far as I'm aware, Dragonstrike has not seen Bumper Cave yet, whereas Slowpoke has. That could be a bit of a sticking point here, because that Bumper Cave has the King of Samaria on it. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike finally going to Ice Palace like I tried to predict 2 times in the last 10 minutes. Slowpoke, meanwhile, waiting for that wall to open to get down to continue his climb towards Helmassar King. Well, the thing about that check though, Dark, is it's isolated now for Dragonstrike until he finds the mirror, which is over on Desert Ledge, which he has not even stepped foot in the desert area yet. I mean, granted, he's going to be running out of options here pretty quick. I would argue that Bumper Cave is isolated for Dragonstrike at the moment until he finds another reason to be up in the northwestern part of Dark World. Which would mean either finding the mirror or the boots. Or, technically, the cave, to be able to put Bumper Cave fully into lock. Like, I know in Dragonstrike's position right now, with not having that information, I'm not thinking about going back up there until I have, like, the meter to route in Graveyard Ledge, and or the boots to route in Kingsium. Ice Palace Bomb Jump, first try, every time, easy clap. And true, this is all theoretical until that cape shows up. Which it has not yet. By the way, I gotta say, mirroring out of Sanctuary has to be one of my flute. Dragonstrike, are you okay, buddy? That was a bit of a freak out there. Yeah, Sanctuary has to be my flute as well. Yes. Going back to that thought, mirroring out of Sanctuary has to be one of my favorite things to do, simply because it's just so dumb. Look at me, I just saved 3 seconds. Can't tell if that was excitement or anger, though. It's the problem. Old man with a little piece of love for the rescue. Also, a very nice rupee count for Slowpoke right now. Yep. Dark Rock. Dead Rock. Gotta love him. Alright, so we're gonna see checks that are now actually in logic because of that flute. Nothing on Spectacle Rock. And Dragonstrike has been looking a little bit lost, but nothing too major. Small key in the Ice Palace big chest. Ether Tablet. You do have that Master Sword and the Book of Medora, so yeah, this is definitely something to grab. Full container. This is true, he could just kill Cold Stare and come back in, and that looks like what he's going to try to do. Small key downstairs in the sub-basement of Tower of Hera. Hookshotless IP does indeed suck. Cane of Burna is the first item in Tower of Hera, which means we are fire locked. Magic refill from Dragonstrike. Takes out Cold Stare, nicely done. Small key. And unless I missed an item, which I probably did because I've been paying attention to both races at the same time, we still have 2 items in ice? Hookshotless Hera also sucks. Indeed. Oh, whoop! We found the powder in ice. Okay then. Yeah, so there's 1 item left. And given that it was flute and a fetch quest, I'm a little scared what that 3rd item could possibly be. Slow didn't like that skeleton. Nope. Alright. Dragonstrike, of course, gonna activate that flute. And at 53 minutes 28 seconds, the goose is Luke. The goose is the goose is loose, and also Luke apparently. The duck is amok, and the mallard is empowered. Words. Goose with a lightsaber. Alright, Moldorm coming up for Slowpoke here. There's 2 hits with that hammer. Needs that 3rd one. Got it. Nicely done. Just a little piece of love for the powder today. Jinxie Girl will remember that. The pheasant is present. I'm gonna have to steal that one. That's amazing. Slowpoke picking up his 4th crystal. Dragonstrike about to see that mirror on Desert Ledge and head into said desert. Alright. We're also going to see what medallion we need to enter Turtle Rock here. We're going to need Quake for Turtle Rock. So we're down to Mire for unknown medallion. For all the kvetching I did about Bombos earlier. As chat points out, that is indeed Vanilla Quake for Turtle Rock. Real subtle, Nintendo. Yeah. They can be kinda obvious sometimes. A wistful look at Hookshot Cave, because we don't even have the boots to get to that first chest. And Slowpoke now, checking Spiral Cave. Long walk without the hookshot or the boots. Resident Sleeper. For a big 20. Alright, Paradox Cave coming up for Slowpoke here. That Twitch name is amazing! To answer the question in chat, the the channel itself is relatively new. It is the official channel of a podcast about Link to the Past Randomized. So yes, most of what you're going to see on this channel is going to be like restreams of tournament races. We do also occasionally do restreams of just casual races and the bi-weekly seed. I do believe the podcast crew has plans for the channel in future. Note, Quake just found in Paradox Cave and our third bottle. So we now have... we now know where everything is to get into Turtle Rock. We still need to find that cape to be able to grab the Cane of Samaria. But yeah, this is mostly the randomizer content here on this channel. The majority has been restreams, but I do believe the crew has further plans for the channel in future. Oh no, I was already broken, trust me. Unless I somehow managed to get muted. Nope. That third Landless has just been a trooper today. Both of our runners having a little bit of difficulty with him. Alright, and that is Dragonstrike's 5th crystal. Meanwhile, Slowpoke checking out Spike Cave here. Oh god, Slowpoke, why? Why you do this? Why you do the double heart sound? Why? I think our restreamer is now on a kick of looking up random things about the vanilla game ever since that Saha hints about the ice rod when you turn in the green pendant. Alright, Meyer shed check. I don't know why I wanted to say Zora all of a sudden. I blame math, as usual. 320 rupees in the Meyer shed. Checkerboard cave check incoming. Actually playing the vanilla game on my retro duo. Nice. I have the vanilla game on my Switch because I have Nintendo Online, so I have both Netflix and SNESflix. Alright, some more repeated checks here. And I gotta admit, we're kind of starting to run low on viable options here. We might see some stuff in Hookshotless Swamp. Bomb refill. And Ice Palace for Slowpoke. Alrighty. So yeah, we need the hook shot. We need the cape to get to that Cane of Samaria. Pedestal has been checked. It was dead. 3 bombs. It was checked by Slowpoke at pretty much his first opportunity in the seed, which was like 7 minutes in. Bombos out for Slowpoke. Well, that should take care of this room rather effectively. Yep. What do we have left to check at this point? Is thing. Okay. I mean, we've got Bombos, we've got Cave 45. Nope. Slowpoke, buddy, please. Bombos, Cave 45. Graveyard Ledge, and that's about it. And whatever's in Hookshotless Swamp. We have not seen Mire Medallion yet, I don't believe. We did not get a close enough glimpse of the Mire Medallion, so... Now just pardon me, folks, I'm just kind of marking off things I know we've seen. Saw Spike Cave, saw Hookshot, saw that, saw that. Yeah, we are running out of options real quick like here. It is down to, yeah, Cave 45, Swamp, Bombos, and Graveyard Ledge at the moment. And then if Mire does need Bombos or Quake, we can get into Mire. But we did not get a good glimpse of that from Dragonstrike, so we'll see if either runner heads back over there anytime soon. I would assume so, because, again, with the other remaining checks dragging you, basically pointing you towards the southern part of the map, I would assume we're going to see that. That before we see Graveyard, but I've been wrong before. Multiple times, in fact, in this very race alone. Meanwhile, Slowpoke having a little bit of difficulty with this bomb jump. Got him. All right, so this is stuff we have not seen yet from Dragonstrike, so that on Slowpoke's side. So we'll see if this is anything important. Coherent with the setup strats for that bomb jump in the hookshot room. That happens to be our our final shield of the seed. Actually, no, I think that's just third. Never mind. But yes, I'll go ahead and say it on air for those of you watching the VOD. For reference, the easiest way to do that particular bomb jump in the hookshot room of Ice Palace is to face left against the block on the lowest pixel, then place the bomb left. There's only 3. Oh my god. Oh, my caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. It's 10 a.m. on the West Coast, which is the best coast. Because there was one on Mushroom, which I believe both of our runners skipped. There was one in Dig Game, or Chess Game in Village of Outcasts, and the one we just found here in Ice. So, yeah, and it goes Fisher, Price, Fire, and then Riot. Okay, yep. Hashtag more caffeine, please. Alright, Paradox Cave checks from Dragonstrike here. Slowpoke using Bombo strats to take care of the outer shell. Nicely done. More caffeine. Like Giles Corey from The Crucible. More weight, except more caffeine. Because I've got enough weight already, thank you very much. Alright, so which of our runners is going to make the play first? Looks like Slowpoke's going to head back up north using that whirlpool there. I'm going to go ahead, go to Kakariko, activate his flute, so we'll get to hear the Hyrulean National Anthem this time. Slowpoke, meanwhile, playing us the Song of His People. We are looking at Cape, and we will need one of either boots, if either our runners can hover, or the hook shot. Or if either our runners can do the Moldorm 2 bounce, I guess. All right. Slowpoke heading to Mire. Taking out the Murderdactyl. That is Quake necessary for Mire access, so we do have Mire access. Cannot full clear because we need that Cane of Samaria, but we do have access to the majority of Misery Mire. Oh wait, that's right, we need boots or hookshot to get across the first gap. That's right. That's correct. Oof. Yeah. Which gross dip do you want? Yeah. Which can I get some artichoke dip, please and thank you? Oh, you mean like dungeon dip, sorry. See, this is why I like commentating with Jinxie or anybody really, because us bantering gives my brain time to think through stupid things before I say them. Dragonstrike finding out about the cape there, the cape requirement, and is going to be doing Graveyard Ledge. Yeah, Gary's next thief. Like it's basically him. It's not a lunchbox. It's literally a lockbox that he uses his lockpicking tools to open up. That's the hook shot. Guess not. Yeah. That was amazing cosmic timing right there, because right as I said hook shot, William Flagg's text showed up in chat for me. So that was amazing. And as Incoherent correctly states, this is indeed bad for Slowpoke, who is doing the Smith's chain here into Bombos, I would assume. Which, I mean, if it gets him the cape, that might be good as well. If it doesn't, that's a problem. And yeah, if Cape is behind the hook shot, then yeah, Slowpoke's in real big trouble. But if Cape is on, say, Bombo's tablet, then things could even up here, depending on how things work out. Dragonstrike gonna go ahead, open up Turtle Rock while he's here, and then check on Hookshot Cave. Can't say I blame him. That's a pretty easy 4 checks to make. Okay. 10 arrows. That's the cape! That's a big problem for Slowpoke. And very, very soon, Dragonstrike is going to be in go mode. Just needs to go down to Bumper Cave and pick up that Cane of Samaria. Edidump with the curse going, hey, what if the Ganon Tower Big Key is on the torch? Ugh. Yeah, and yeah, with Slowpoke now turning in Purple Chest and more than likely looping in Bombos, and could even consider a hookshotless Swamp Dive. Yeah, that's a big problem for Slowpoke. Yeah, there are definitely ways that the randomizer RNG could even this back up, but those are vanishingly rare, and yeah. Yeah, Hookshot is on Graveyard Ledge, and Slowpoke is on the exact opposite end of the map with some valid checks he can make. Just 10 arrows on Bombos. And there's the flute from Slowpoke. All right. Nice bump strat there from Dragon. And at 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 31 seconds, Dragonstrike1988 is in Go Mode, brought to you by the Go Mode Podcast, available at gomodepodcast.com or your podcast distribution method of choice. And of course, gonna do Meyer first here because you need to get up Turtle Rock anyway to go to Gen's Tower, so might as well do that last. Oh, Slowpoke doing the swamp or the Skull Woods checks here. This is a fair point from chat. The argument could be made that Dragonstrike was in Go mode as soon as he found the cape. Because he knew where his Go mode item was. I just didn't happen to note that time down, so I decided to say it once he officially grabbed his last item. I bought, please. I bought, please. I mean, as our tracker points out, there is a 1 in 22 shot that we are not yet in Go mode because that Gansar Big Key could indeed be on Bob's torch. I mean, it is a Math Girl restream, so anything is possible. And it's the God Misery Mire as well, so off to the races Dragonstrike goes. And, you know, we've got multiple bottles and silvers to take care of Vitreous quicker than blinking, so... which is appropriate with how many eyeballs Vitreous is made out of. I mean, I suppose the good news for Slowpoke here, if you can divine any, is he's gonna be in the area. He's probably gonna go, hey, I'm gonna go check Graveyard Ledge now. Granted, it's gonna be because it's either that or go into Hookshotless Swamp, both of which are kind of disgusting at this point. Oh, valid point that we all forgot to consider. We still have yet to find that lamp, which is probably in Swamp. But Dragonstrike seems to be able to navigate the vagaries of dark rooms in Mire just fine. Also going to have to navigate the dark torch maze in, or the dark platform maze in Turtle Rock, but that one's more just timing, really. All right, and into Vitreous's room we go. Space Invaders time. Nice. Nicely done by Dragonstrike. That's his 6th crystal, and we are off to Turtle Rock. Yep, Larry from the Three Stooges just loves Vitreous as a boss fight. Alright, and with that obscure joke out of the way, Lamp is in Swamp because Green Pendant was turned in by Dragonstrike. So if Green Pendant had been Lamp, Dragonstrike wouldn't have had to navigate dark rooms. Oh, and because Slowpoke, I just realized because Slowpoke went straight to the back for Mothula, he did not find that heart, so he had to navigate around for that too. So yeah, that's yet more time that Dragonstrike's going to gain here. Go right, Slowpoke. Thank you. He's going to find that hook shot, and he is going to be super upset. We would be... Actually, no, I don't think we're out of logic. No, we wouldn't be out of logic, because Quake was in Paradox Cave, which is accessible with the flute. Ice Rod was early, Fire Rod was in Thieves Town, and Cane of Samaria was locked behind the cape, which was locked behind Hookshot. So yeah, no, I think we could theoretically find the lamp somewhere in the front of Turtle Rock or Mimic Cave here. And Slowpoke doing catfish here, which can't blame him. Makes sense to loop it in while you're here, but really just needs to go back up Death Mountain and go to Hookshot Cave, and unfortunately is not doing that. There's the big key. So we're going to see a stolen key here shortly from Dragonstrike. Because given that he knows Meyer Dark Rooms, I'm going to assume that the Dark Platform Maze is not going to be an issue for him. He's not really going to be chomping at the bit to find that lamp. Silverless with no lamp, Master Sword is rough. True, but we also have 3 bottles and plenty of rupees to fill those bottles with. So magic shouldn't really be an issue either. Also, yeah, I just realized you said silverless. Both runners have silvers. Silvers was pretty much free because Bo was in escape in this standard seed, and silvers were on dam. So. And, you know, yeah, what's to say we don't find another sword or half magic somewhere on the path to the big key in Gan's Tower. There's another key, so we are not going to see Laser Bridge from Dragonstrike here. Or at least any of the items. He could still cross it to get that safety valve. Meanwhile, Slowpoke finally doing the needful. It's heading up Death Mountain here. Heading for Hookshot Cave. Gonna find that cape, but it is probably going to be too little too late at this point. iBot, you keep trying to will that nightmare into existence, and I'm going to come... I will pull a Liam Neeson in Taken, and I will find you. Dragonstrike, meanwhile, not going to take the safety exit. Going to rely on his execution here versus Trinex. I mean, again, he has 3 bottles, and Master Sword should be able to take down Trinex fairly easily. Slowpoke opening up Turtle Rock and is about to go find his cape. Yeah, pretty much. I will get my passport and all over the location of one item in one seed of a randomized version of a 30-year-old game. There's that cave. And there's the 7th crystal for Dragonstrike. There's the start from... Wow! Wow! Math takes my number! What the heck? Fine, I'll take your number. How do you like them apples? You want to play that way? We'll play that way. Anyway, most of you know what the deal is here. We like to play a little bit of a guessing game. 22 locations in Ganon's Tower, one of which has that big key. Number from 1 to 22 in chat. Which chest do you think it's going to be? Winner gets some points and some imaginary prizes. Now, I normally guess the torch, but since that would be evil, the torch being chest number 3 in the routing I usually take in Ganon's Tower, but since that would be evil, Math Girl took that almost immediately. So I'm gonna take Math Girl's usual number and say 22, because that's a different kind of evil. I really didn't think this through, which is my commentary.txt. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike is heading into heading into Ganon's Tower. All right, he is not going to go. He's going to make sure it's on the torch, not on the torch. Good call. It is not 50 rupees on the torch. So that's location number 1 down. Location number 2, Part 3 is the map. 4 is a small key. 5 is the bug catching net. Nice. Cape was in Hookshot Cave. Six, small key. 7, heart. Tile room skipped. Slowpoke receives his cane and is in go mode at 129.54. It's kind of academic at this point, though. Slowpoke has to clear both Mire and Turtle Rock, and Dragonstrike is on his way to chests 8, 9, 10, and 11 here. Or would be if he can get these Gibdos out of his damn way. Alright, number 8 is that Ganon's Tower big key. I see, I think I see Super Goat 420 is the winner of our Ganon's Tower big key guessing game with the on-the-nose guess of 8. And he scored 13 points on the leaderboard. He's also won a lifetime supply of Link to the Past randomizer seeds, redeemable at alttpr.com. Please remember, as always, consult a wiki if your standard seed lasts longer than 4 hours. And up Dragonstrike goes, already to the second Mimic Room. Nicely handled. Japanese 1.0 ROM not included. Yet another thing I'm going to have to steal for that bit. Thank you, Math. I appreciate it. Japanese 1.0 ROM not included. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Dragonstrike just tearing through the gauntlet here. So it comes with an emulator. Yes, it does. Alright. Not gonna utilize that powder for a health refill there. Might feel behind, question mark? Definitely acting like he feels behind. Nice Wizrobe too, second Wizrobe room there. Oh, takes a fall. Ooh, uh-oh. That could have been nastier than it was. Alright. Fire Rod strats. Nicely done. Magic refill. Nice. Baits out the shot and heads upstairs. Not gonna need to grab another key off the Helmas here. Looks like he is still gonna try to fish out for half magic or a sword. Just get some bombs to replace the ones he's dropping behind him to try and kill those mini Helmasaurs while he's in the area. A lot of bomb dropping going on. Dragonstrike, you okay there, buddy? Is there something we need to talk about? Dragonstrike has no bombs and he must rage. Oh! Molthorm 2 very nearly body checks him off the platform. Hangs on, though. Speaking of bombs, there's some more of them. Dropping bombs until he runs out, so it switches to powder without needing the menu. Fair. Alright, time for Geometry Wars. That's a pretty nice setup right there. That's gonna be a triple. Nice. Another fairly nice setup. Only a single, though. Wow, Aga, too. With the gift patterns. 3-1-2. Dragonstrike heading on through to the Big Pig. So it looks like Dragonstrike gonna be heading into the Ganon fight right about the time Slowpoke gets up to, well, nope, never mind. Dragonstrike starting the fight, Slowpoke still traversing over to Turtle Rock. Is gonna be a Master Sword level fight, but again, Silver's couple of magic refills, if I'm not mistaken. And Blue Mail, so as long as he takes this relatively safely, he should be fine. Nice corner strats there. Does take one Firebat hit, 2 Firebat hits. Uh-oh. Yep, gonna go ahead and burn that red potion there. Oh, did I say something besides Turtle Rock? Did I screw up again? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. But, regardless, Dragonstrike chewing his way through Phase 2 of the Ganon fight now. And onwards to Phase 3. Where Ganon is deciding not to land. because of course he is. Wow, Ganon, buddy, chum. There we go. Oh, and he missed it. Oh no. Missed the second one. Oh. There we go. All right, there's the third, and just needs one more here. Got it. So, does have at least one magic refill here. Misses the torch glitch because I think he was trying to go for a double there and did not quite get it. Okay, there's one, there's two. Whoop. There's three. Hee hee. And there's the fourth. That is one exploding big pig. Dragonstrike needs to survive the most dangerous 1x3 bridge in all of Hyrule, and then he will finish in first place here shortly. If he does, get those GGs out in chat. For Dragonstrike1988, who does indeed finish in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 4 seconds. All right. .done.comment LOL. Indeed. We will see about getting them in here for a chat as Slowpoke is continuing their way through Turtle Rock here. Looks like Matt's getting that set up for me here, so I will go ahead and come back to this. We will be seeing a game 3 here between these two, and hopefully it ends up being a little bit closer, because we've had a blowout in the Slowpoke's favor, and now we've had a bit of a blowout in Dragonstrike's favor here. And I think what we just saw there is Slowpoke seeing the dot done and playing around a bit with Dragonstrike in the race room. Speaking of Dragonstrike, welcome on in.
Yo, GG's.
GG's. So, congratulations on that win. Yeah, fairly close seed, as we're seeing some checks here from Slowpoke that we'd not see from you. We get another bottle there. Actually, we might have seen that particular one, but yeah. So one question I kind of want to ask, because it's still relatively fresh in my mind: did you feel behind climbing Ganon's tower?
Honestly, yeah, I did.
Okay, I was just kind of noticing your movement, like you were like running at the door as soon as you cooled Landmo 2, like you wanted it to open faster, which is just kind of like standard. I'm behind, open it up, damn it, 101.
Yep.
So yeah, how about that logic leading to the cane? That was pretty fun.
That was quite something. And I felt really bad because the mirror was a desert. And I was like, okay, now I can get the hook shot, he can get the cape in one go, then he can grab the Zamaria, and he can have go mode flute. So I felt like, oh my god, not again, please, no.
Yeah. Luckily, it was your opponent that fell into the late check dooming them sort of thing, as he works his way through the dark platform maze here. That's a bit of some low health right there. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh good, we get to hear double heart noise again. Awesome.
Yay, double heart noise.
Yep.
Annoying.
I mean, I can see why some people might want it, because it definitely tells you, hey, doofus, pay attention to your health. But at the same time, oh boy, if you're not used to it, it's annoying. Yeah, just well played by both of you here. It's just unfortunate that both of you kind of put off Graveyard Ledge for as long as you did. It was back and forth for a bit until that Graveyard Ledge play happened, and then Slowpoke unfortunately had some more overworld checks to do than you did at the point you found Graveyard Ledge. So he looped in some of those things that you'd already done. Otherwise, this might have been a little bit closer. Oh man, he is really having issues with this platform maze, which is as good a time as any to bring up. There was probably Lamp in Swamp, Pendant Swamp, which is never a phrase you want to utter. Probably right next to our boots. Neither of you, and of course, we could also have seen boots on Laser Bridge, because neither of you checked that.
I mean, you have all keys.
Yeah.
You have silvers.
Yeah. About the only thing you'd really be looking for at this point would be another sword.
That is correct. That would have been helpful.
And I mean, at this point, Slowpoke knows he has lost, so he's just kind of trying to finish things out regardless. But you feeling behind as you were at the point you entered Turtle Rock, I believe. Yeah, I can see why you didn't check Laser Bridge either.
Yeah, at that point you're just hoping for a sword in GT on the way.
Yep. Slowpoke using my strats on Trinex of killing the Ice Rod, the Ice Head first, especially when you're in a slower variant of the fight, because boy, it's annoying to have to run across the ice on the floor.
That is correct.
Another thing that happened in this race was relatively early on, the hammer that Slowpoke just used to great effect to take down Trinex and get his 7th crystal. Being in the dam, Slowpoke actually skipped the dam for a fair amount of time. So we were worried that we were going to end up finding Lamp somewhere in some of the last few checks we had available to us at that point, and Slowpoke was going to try and do Aga.
That would have been terrible. Holy moly.
Yes, it would have. So, luckily though, he decided to make that play relatively quickly after we noticed he did originally skipped it. So
I guess he checked Eastern Palace then?
Yeah, he went into Eastern and found nothing of note. Just a bunch of rupees, basically.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was worried about a bit, like, let the boots be there or something you want to have, like a sword.
Yeah. Oh, our tracker pointing out, yeah, the red mail was in Eastern.
Okay.
Which, as Math pointed out basically at the time, that's a nice luxury to have, but definitely not something that's 100% required.
Yep.
This does not feel like a 138 collection rate seed. Oh man. Granted, I mean we did find Cat Sour Big Key relatively early, and we didn't even enter Swamp, so, and we go mode to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, go mode Turtle Rock, no laser bridge at all. No big chest, no mimic cave and all of that stuff. Got Mire. Never went into Swamp. never went into Eastern, so...
Oh yeah, you didn't dip Eastern, so yeah, Slowpoke's probably gonna be more in the 140s here. Oh! That's just rude, game. Okay, that one was on you, Slowpoke. There we go. Third time's the charm. Or, what am I saying? First try every time, right? Well, looks like he's gonna keep going, though. Which is unfortunate.
I mean, maybe he finds a sword.
Yeah, true. Or boots. Just insult to injury.
I mean, boots are always nice to have for GT, so you can just run across the bridges.
Yeah, true, because, yeah, well, I mean, case in point, you had a little bit of a problem with that bridge right before the torch puzzle.
Yep.
That was fun times.
Those guys are always a pain to deal with if you don't have boots.
They can be a pain with the boots sometimes. There's been a few times where I've tried to run through them and they'll just block me and knock me off, so...
Yeah, that can also happen, that's true.
Okay, so rando room. A whole lot of red, but not the red of the boots. Just some heart pieces and some big 20s. Not even the orange red of the tempered sword. Yeesh. So I did notice that you skipped Ice Rod for a bit, deciding to go directly to Dark World from Mini Moldorm. Were you at all worried about Ice Rod until? I mean, you did eventually go and check it once you found the flippers, but was that a worry for you at the time, or were you just assuming?
Where was Ice Rod again?
Ice Rod Cave, I'm sorry. Ice Rod itself was in Kakariko.
Ice Rod Cave. I mean, we had Dark World access at this point, so I was like, let's go to Hype Cave first and see from there.
I mean, it worked out for you because Ice Rod Cave was nothing. It was 3 bombs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I routed it in later with the flipper checks.
Yes, you did. Alright, Ice Armos for Slowpoke here. Also, interesting to note, didn't look like he wanted to try the bomb jump to go across, so he lit the path and walked the path the quote-unquote intended way. Ice Armos guarding more red stuff and a small key, none of which is boots or tempered. So, Slowpoke gonna head to the right side here. You think he checks tile room just for the meme?
I think not. At least I hope he doesn't. Or maybe he gets the boots. But at this point, I guess all the good stuff is at Swamp Palace.
Yeah, that definitely does look like the case because we only had like we only have like 3 chests available to us now that we haven't seen from Gan's Tower. Yeah, so Pendant Swamp probably was probably loaded. Like both swords, boots, mushrooms,
probably.
And then just why not ether just to kind of round things out. Boy, the Gyptos in this particular room were being mean to both of you today.
Yeah, the problem is you don't have that much magic left. I don't know about his potions, so I wanted to stun them with the boomerang, but welp.
Yeah. Oh, 22 out of 22 for Slowpoke. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I remember the big key chest wrong. He opened the compass, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was an 18. Yeah, I know. Stop picking on me!
No commentary shaming, please.
Alright. Fairly clean Mimic 1, and pretty decent Mimic 2 as well. Alright. Okay, so as Slowpoke continues to climb up the tower here, anything else you kind of noticed from this seed? I kind of covered most of the things I kind of remember in the back of my head because I didn't have my notepad up.
Nice early bows.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Yes, now that I think about it. Yeah, that bow being early in escape, and the silvers being on in the drained out dam were pretty interesting. We also got a lot of early information checks available with the book and the bottle also being an escape.
Yep, that escape was weird.
Yeah, I did notice that you decided not to take the book while you were at Lost Woods to the pedestal. Was there any point where you thought that you wanted to go back and check that, or?
Like, I skipped Bombos, for example, because of the same thing. I wanted to have the mirror to get those checks in, but yeah. Well, thanks Mirror for being on the desert ledge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did skip Bombos for a bit there, and that was another thing we were kind of talking about early on, was if Bombos was going to be required for anything. Turns out it was not. But yeah, I saw you look at Bombos and then save and quit and think about it for a second, and then I assumed you were going to go grab it. So I switched my focus over to what Slowpoke was doing at the time, and then like a minute later, chat pointed out that you skipped Bombos, and I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, at least you know where it is if you need it. So.
True. But I guess I'm kind of closer to the kind of play we saw from Slowpoke, where if I know something where something is, I know I have the capability to grab it, and there's a possibility I might need it, I am 9 times out of 10 gonna go grab it. So that's just kind of commentator's bias there, where I was just like, oh hey, I would have done this thing, and I'm confused why the runner didn't. But since you explained, having the mirror to route those sorts of things in, I completely get that. That's fine. But at the time I was like, huh?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. The climb continues here. Grabs a fairy. Nice. So I think Slowpoke's going to be at 2 blues and 1 fairy heading into the Ganon fight, unless something goes horribly wrong during Moldorm 2 and or Aghanim 2. I mean, well, for both of those fights, something would have to go like disastrously wrong. Because Moldorm doesn't really damage you. He just knocks you down, and you could land in spikes, but those are just one damage per tick. And Agatu, I mean, with the patterns we got, you'd have to be trying to take damage from Agatu. Which, by the way, speaking of which, how about those Aga 2 patterns first off, and then how about that teleport pattern on the Ganon phase 3?
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm sure that was those were both fun to see in different ways for somebody who felt behind.
I stopped counting at 5. Was like, is he serious now? Come on, man.
Yeah. I think chat said it felt like 10, 9 or 10. I mean, we are probably going to get a chance to count for ourselves here shortly as Slowpoke mops up Aghanim 2 here.
Yeah, if you have to fight him, it feels like 20 or something. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think 20 is the max he can teleport between phases.
I think so.
Or not phases, hits. Like, it isn't 20 total teleports and you're guaranteed 4 hits within those 20. It's 20 per. Oh, Ganon can teleport indefinitely. Oof. Ugh. That's just sick and wrong, math.
Oh boy. 10-minute Ganon fight. Fun times.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if Slowpoke's ready a little bit early here. Gonna go ahead and pull you on in a little bit early here, Slowpoke. How you doing? GG's.
Dragonstrike to you. Great job on the scene.
Yo, GG Slowpoke.
So yeah, that was a pretty well-run race up until Graveyard Ledge happened.
Yeah, the Graveyard Ledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one officer just killing both of us for this best of 3.
Yeah. Hopefully the third game is a bit more even, because we've had one kind of miniature blowout in. Oh, I've already lost count. By the way, the teleportathon has begun.
And about 42.
Yeah, sounds about right. So relatively early on, you left Dam for a bit. Was that intentional, or was that just kind of a brain fart, and then you went, "Oh wait, Dam exists"?
That was actually intentional, because I was planning on do Mini Moldorm, take care of that block, then come back, do Dam, and give him a little bit more incentive to go to Aghanim. What I didn't remember was that I had Book, so I can get into deserts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait a minute, do we want to actually go there without boots, a fire source? We'll hold off on that for later. It's like, oh, there's the hammer. There's Dark World access. I'm going to be playing really, really from behind right now.
Well, I will actually, to be fair, point out, I forgot that the book that gives desert access until I forget which one of you went first, but when somebody went into desert, I was like, oh yeah, this is a thing we can do.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to hold off until at least I had some sort of fire source. And then, oh, there's Mirror on the ledge. That would have come in handy like 10 minutes ago.
And GG's to you on your official SRL finish in second place with a time of 2 hours, 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Thank you.
.done.comment LOL. I love that.
And
I love that Triforce Force Room text, by the way. One of my favorites.
I prefer the ending of the domination of Dr. Wawi.
That's also a good point. Fair. Actually, no, wait, hold on. How did I forget Meow Meow Meow? Oh my god, that one's pretty good. But yeah, GG's to both of you on a well-run race. Yeah, just unfortunate that it happened to come to a one-off check 2 games in a row. Hopefully the third game goes a little bit more evenly. Speaking of said third game, what do you think have you given any thought to what that modifier is going to be yet?
I have. We're going to be keeping the standard starts. We're going to make this map compass shuffle.
Ooh, one of my favorite.
Chaos.
Yeah, chaos. Yeah, one of my favorite flags available to us in this iteration of the Challenge Cup. It's a nice little bridge the gap between a regular and a Key Sanity for those who don't quite want to dip their toe fully in yet. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I'm assuming you guys haven't talked about scheduling that one yet.
Not yet.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just one of those. Go through this match first, and then we'll be in touch with Discord.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Yeah. Anything else we want to talk about here on this seed before we wrap things up?
Not really. I know Dragonstrike once again. GG, great race. Congratulations on the win. See you in Game 3. For everyone watching, thank you so much. Wes, thank you so much for the commentary. I'll be looking forward to looking that up later. iBot, thank you so much for the tracking. Thank you to Math Girl for the restream. And bomb jumping is still stupid.
Wow, hot take.
I hate bomb jumping. What can I say? I'm not a swine person.
Alrighty. Well, that was about three-fourths of my usual plugs, so thanks for that. Thanks for doing my job for me. I appreciate it. But the only thing that remains is to once again reiterate, this is the Go Mode Podcast Twitch channel, the official Twitch of the Go Mode Podcast, available at gomodepodcast.com or wherever podcasts are distributed, like Stitcher, iTunes, or Google Play. There's also the Discord if you enjoyed the community. We've got a pretty active community on the Discord, along with that bi-weekly seed for each episode of the podcast. This one's a mystery seed, based off of the weights for the upcoming Randomizer League Season 2. There's plenty more Challenge Cup action to come, both here on Go Mode Podcast and Zelda Speedruns. In fact, we've got 2 races coming up this afternoon, at least 2. There is one at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Zelda Speedruns. It's going to be Dracarys versus Mr. DNA in... stupid spreadsheet. In their second match of 3, that's going to be a map compass shuffle at 8:30 tonight on Go Mode Podcast. It's going to be He's Just a Boy versus Trip in the first of their series, third round series. And then, more than likely, we will be having a restream. Actually, looks like somebody's signed up for it already. So either myself or Math will be restreaming Amarith versus Quizbowl's second round matchup at 9 o'clock Eastern here on Go Mode Podcast. So plenty of action coming up on both ZSR and Go Mode Podcast just today, much less in the days to come as the Challenge Cup winds towards its conclusion. Once again, thank you to our tracker iBot, our restreamer Math Girl, our runners for providing something for me to commentate on. And we will see you later on this evening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.